You hear this over and over again from probably current students as well as alumni, but the moment I stepped on campus, it was just a feeling that you have where it felt right. You felt like you were at home. I have a brother who's 8 years my senior, and he ran track, and I thought, well, that looks like something I could try. And so I actually started running competitively in 4th grade. At the time in Kentucky, there were no rules against it. So as a 4th grader, I competed at the high school level for cross country and track. A couple of us girls that came on were the very first recruited class, and we were the first class to be able to call ourselves a part of the NCAA Division I team. No apprehension, it was pure excitement. We would not have been put together had it not been for Seth. I remember him sending a letter that looked like a puzzle, and it had a missing piece, and then a couple weeks later I got a letter in the mail, and it was that missing puzzle piece with my name on it. I mean, he really did a great job of communicating, like, you are going to be a part of a team, like you are going to be part of something special here. Runners, I think in general, are super driven. We want to do well, but we also want to do well for other people, and we had a lot of respect for Seth, and so we just wanted to run hard so he'd be proud of us. We all have a heart for running, and so regardless of what conference you're in or what the stakes are, like we're going to do what we do, what we're kind of trained to do. And so I really don't remember a sense of that year being any different than the previous years. We won the meet, and I think it really had a lot to do with all this, external praise and celebration from the university and from parents that were like, this is a big deal. And we're like, really? It's pretty hard, to spend a few hours on a Saturday morning with a group of girls and not get to know them on this next level. And so being a runner here at Belmont, the girls that I competed with are now moms, they are wives, they are going through the same life stages that I'm going through. And so I'm super fortunate that, again, even though it's been 20 years since I was a freshman at Belmont, that we've continued, we went through that first year of college together, and now we're going through these, we're adulting together. And so it's great to still have this team in place. My best girlfriends are girls that I ran with on the track and the cross country course. To see us be represented more on the national stage is an honor. It's very exciting to come back and say, oh, Belmont has grown so much. And I've just always considered that an investment in my diploma. I mean, it makes my diploma, my degrees from Belmont worth even more when you see the growth that our school has experienced. And so, although I have a hard time finding my way around campus these days because it looks a lot different than it did 20 years ago, that's a great problem to have. And I was lucky enough to be here when we were building the Curb Event Center, and I got to be a part of a team actually who scouted out other universities and got to give feedback on how we wanted our facilities to look. And so, again, I loved being a part of that process, and if you're not growing, then I think there's a problem. So the ability to have so many financial supporters of Belmont, whether they're alumni or not, shows that there's something going on campus that is worth investing in. Even when I graduated Belmont, I did not know I was going to own a business. I was looking for a job in my field, marketing and business. But it really was year after year self-evaluating, saying, what do I love doing? What makes me happy? And it wasn't so much a career choice that brought me to Fleet Feet. It was, I love running, and I love people, and I love business. And so I'm going to work here until I figure out my career. And fortunately, the doors opened up that really allowed me to make that move to store ownership. I now have a 6- and 8-year-old, and I got to attend our first basketball game, or I got to bring them to their first basketball game in the fall. And it was so exciting being on campus and remembering, what Belmont gave to me, and now trying to come back and support the university and allowing my children to be a part of that as well. I just love that passing on of tradition. And so I've tried to stay involved in that sense. I'm Christi Beth Adams. I'm a Belmont Bruin, and I'm invested in you.